Good morning, folks. Back day. I feel like my hair is looking pretty nice today. Like, usually I wake up and the hair is kind of going all crazy, but I think I got a good hair day. I mean, start to a great day. I got a run to do, and I don't know if I'm doing it with my buddies or not. I just hit them up. The plan today for the gym, we got a full pull day, so probably gonna do some pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. The goal is to get 8 reps with 2 plates. I haven't been able to do it, but that's the goal. And then probably a couple rows and some like trap work. And then we'll do some biceps. We're gonna have to monitor to see if the wrist is gonna feel okay. Then after this, I obviously gotta go work. And then I'm supposed to run a nice, it's supposed to be a tempo run today, but I forgot that like this is the day I usually do like run club with my buddies. So it might be just another easy run, probably like 3 or 4 miles. So that should be for sunset time. And that's the plan. So I just made it to the gym. I gotta finish my pre-workout and I'll get in there. I'll see you there. I got a weird feeling that I got it today. And by got it, I mean 8 reps here. I just have a feeling. I feel like I can do it, at least for this first set. Maybe not all 3 sets, but for sure, something about today just feels like it's gonna be a good one. Weighted pull-ups, trying to break 7 reps and get that 8th. At least like complete a nice 7th rep and then get like 7.5. That's the goal. Well, the goal is always just to do like 20, but I got a feeling I can do it. Let's see. Six. Nope. I think that's the best half that I've done for 7.5. I feel like I should have pushed that. I think I had it. We'll get to 8 eventually. Whoops. And then we can finally bump up the weight. If you didn't know, I like to get to a certain rep range. So like say 6 to 8. Once I hit that 8 reps, I'll bump up the weight a little bit until I can only get 6, and then sit there until I can get 8. And that is my form of progression. I just think that's the easiest way of doing it. 2 more sets. Set number 2. My camera fixing like lens thing didn't show up yesterday, so I haven't been able to test it yet. But I think it's supposed to show up today. It got delayed on Amazon, so it didn't, I don't know, I guess it just got pushed out today. I also ordered a mount for my car, because like this morning I wanted to try to talk a little bit in the car, but I don't have a good mount to like attach it anywhere in my car. The tripod doesn't really fit, or it just like falls over. So I got this like clamp that will clamp on to the handrail thing, and then, you know, I'll show you. Set number 2. Let's see if we can match 7.5. Maybe get 8. Who knows? Maybe I'm just a little more warm and it feels better. Probably not, but you can always hope. Oh, so close. Not there yet. So close. One more. These actually feel really good. These feel better than normal. And my elbow feels quite good right now. Usually I can feel it on this, but maybe I'm 100% healed. Nah, never. That never happens. I'm always broken in some way or another. One more. Last time I had to pull myself up towards the bar today, and all of a sudden my stomach started feeling funky, which sucks. It's like gurgling right now. Everything's probably fine. I don't know. I switched it up. Usually I do sourdough English muffins with avocado and egg white, but this time I just did sourdough bread. I feel like the English muffins are more filling than the bread, but it's the same amount of calories. Could just be me. It's probably the same exact ingredients too, but for some reason I feel like they're more filling. Am I crazy for that? Also, that buffalo mac and cheese yesterday, if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it and make you some. Fantastic. Actually fantastic. I think you kind of need the buffalo too, because there isn't too much like cheese flavor in it. but because you're focused more on like the buffalo chicken aspect, it kind of masks that. Because if I wanted more cheese flavor, it would have added more fat and stuff. Also, I could probably adjust the ratios. I think I put too much cottage cheese in, and it needed to be, like, it made it really creamy, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it needed to be that much. And then I could have put more chicken in for the same amount of calories. And slightly less carbs, because low-fat cottage cheese has carbs versus a chicken breast doesn't. It's in the brain. Eventually there will be a cookbook. Probably not. I do want to like code a website and then make that like my recipes, and it would be free. And it will be a good like code resume builder thing, you know? Nope. Barely got 7 on that one. That's enough of these. All the cables look empty, so I'm gonna go do cable rows for my rowing movement. I'm gonna put this away and see you there. A couple sets of rows. We got this bar. This one's slightly angled, so usually I do the straight one when I do 2 hands, but since it's angled, I'm doing it upside down, so it's slightly like underhand grip and slightly neutral grip. And the warm-up felt really good. So hopefully this feels really good. And realistically, I don't probably need straps on this, but I just didn't take them off, so I'm using straps. I think those feel better than just normal neutral, or like the opposite, where it's like hands like this. Hands like this feel better than hands like this. One more set though, final set here, and I think I'm gonna switch up the next workouts, because I always do the incline dumbbell or the machine, but because like just impingement stuff, and I kind of want to switch it up, so I think I'm just gonna do more rear delt focus, and this will be the last like true back exercise. So maybe do some face pulls and like reverse pec deck, and superset those with my bicep movements, just so I get, I don't know, I feel like I have to work on my posture. I'm always sitting like this, and it's the back muscles that I have to hit. Nope. Yep, done with back. Let's move on. So I lied, actually one more set here, because I'm only doing these few back exercises. So let's knock this out. Yep. All right, now let's move on to some shoulders and biceps. I want to try just a couple sets of these. I don't know how they're gonna feel, but I have a Vulcan grip, and I'm doing curls with a Vulcan grip. The only thing is they're a bit too long, so I have to step back. So my arms are gonna be forward versus like at my side when I'm doing a curl, which I guess I could go like this, but that just feels awkward. So we're gonna do that, then we move it up here and do some face pulls. And that's the superset. We'll do 2 or 3 here depending on how they feel. I know the face pulls will feel fine. It's just more of this part. They feel all right, just all right, nothing like amazing. And those feel great. So we'll do one more, see how it feels on the bias, and move on. I think this will be the final one here, because I looked at the time and I kind of got to keep moving. Last set of this superset, then hopefully a preacher curls open and a pec deck. We can bust out a couple sets there. Nope. Nope. All right, move on. We're gonna switch this up a little bit too and go slightly lighter. It's gonna be just normal curls, but slightly lighter. I wanna get a little more reps than just like 6 hard reps. I wanna get like 10 to 12 hard reps. And that's what we're doing. We'll do 3 here, and then hopefully this pec deck stays open and I can just superset until someone shows up. Nope. Superset. Yep. I rarely do these, so I'm really weak on them. It's probably why my posture sucks. 2 more. We won't be able to superset because the pec deck got taken, but that's okay. We'll knock out 2 here. Hopefully one opens up by the end of it. And boom, we're good. That's the workout. We're done. We're cruising. We're living. That's life. You know, it's kind of a metaphor for life. Once you're done, you're done. But in the meantime, you gotta wait. Patience. How much nonsense can I spew all at once? Yep. 1 more. Final set, and the pec deck did open up, so I can jump on over there, knock out 2, and then get out of here. I'll probably pose, but I gotta hurry up. Let me grab this, turn it around, and 2 more. So a really quick 2 here, and then get to work. Also, one thing I've always noticed on preacher curls and biceps is like my biceps I don't feel my biceps feeling. I feel like my mind losing connection with my biceps and even move them. You know, like some muscles, like you can literally feel your muscles not moving anymore. Biceps, I don't think I have the best mind muscle connection with them. That might be my issue. Nope. Short rest period, una más. Like 45 second rest period. Whoa, words were not coming out there. 45-second rest period, final set. Keep going. Get out of here. Yep. All right, let's go pose. I'm done with the workout. I'm gonna try to film the run again later. It's either gonna be by myself or with my buddies. And yeah, so let's keep on living. Do what you wanna do. Everyone who's like commenting also, or like finding these videos, thank you. I appreciate all you guys for commenting or finding my videos or finding me. I know a couple of you guys have found me on Instagram and DM me too. I'm very bad at responding, but I'll get to it and I'll respond. But thanks, I appreciate the support. And let's check the pump. Made it to Run Club, got my shoes, got my water. Forgot my GoPro though, so maybe a phone video. We'll see. We're a mile and a half in. I'm tired, Mike. He's tired. And just leading the pack.
Take a break in 2.
I'll take a break in 2.
Dude, there's no brakes.
there's no brakes. All gas, no brakes.
Life,
All gas, no brakes. That's life.
That's life, dude. I mean, it's a marathon on one.
Post run, post gym, post everything talk. It was a good run. That felt nice. But anyways, you ever know those people that you feel like they never have things, like they never run out of things to say. And sometimes I'm usually more of a quiet person, and honestly filming and being able to talk has kind of helped that a little bit. But I've always thought about that as like, how do they always run out of things to say? And I'm 27 now. I've lived 27 years of my life. And when I think about it, I have 27 years of experiences to talk about. I have so much that has gone on in my life, so many stories, so many things that I could bring up in a conversation and talk about. There's also so much going on around you. There's so many things, even though we feel like sometimes you just don't have anything to say, don't have anything to really think about or talk about. You do. Your life is interesting. Everyone's life is interesting. And we all have the opportunity to be those like outgoing, the super talkative, the storytellers. But that's the key, is storytelling. You have to learn how to tell your stories. And I want to get better at storytelling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice telling stories. Practice through the videos, through conversation. Be your own storyteller and work on things and do things that you want to do to help build the story that you want to tell. Because that's it in life. In the end, we're just a story of our own lives. And if you can build that story how you want to and tell that story how you want to, that's a great way of going about it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.